Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. In my Easter tablescape, I showed you that I had rolled up napkins, some with these jumping bunny napkin rings and some with some burlap bunny ear napkin rings. But I thought I would show you some alternatives in case you don't want to go out and buy special napkin rings just for Easter. So I'm going to show you an option with a regular napkin ring, and I'm going to show you an option with no napkin ring at all. So let's get started. First, you'll need your napkins, and what I've done is I have taken my square napkin and folded it in half to make a triangle from corner to corner. And then what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to turn it around, is I'm going to roll it starting with the long side, and that way when I do that, the edges here will make rings around the outside of the napkin. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So I want to roll it fairly tightly because I'm going to need it to fit through the napkin ring. Okay, so now you can see here that the edges of my napkin, and in this case they have a little bit of scallop detail on them, are showing all along this tube that I've created. And now with this tube I have two options. The first is an option with a napkin ring, and for this you'll also need some sort of egg. This is a marble egg, but you could use a hard-boiled egg that you have dyed in Easter colors, or a styrofoam egg, or one of those plastic eggs you can fill with candy. So you bend the tube in half, then you place the egg in the middle and you pinch it. Now you can put a ribbon around this, but you can also take a napkin ring and slide the napkin ring down over the tops of the tube. And then you have created this bunny. So if you don't have any ribbon but you have some napkin rings, you can do this with the napkin ring, or if you don't have napkin rings but you have ribbon, you can put the ribbon around here. And I can't take credit for this. I did see this idea in the Pier 1 spring catalog, but I thought it was cute. And if most people have eggs of some sort lying around that they could use, and then you can just take this and place it next to your place setting or on your plate. So that's the first option. The second option also uses this rolled up napkin concept, but you don't need any sort of napkin ring. So I'm going to leave my napkin in its roll, and I'm going to bring in a teacup and saucer. And this one's very spring-like. It has a little bird on it. This is actually one of my daughters. She loves tea, and her friends often give her teacup sets for her birthday or Christmas presents. And so I'm going to utilize the cup to hold the napkin. And this is very simple. Now that I have my roll here of the napkin, I'm just going to start at one end and start rolling it in on itself again. And what this is going to do is make it look like a flower. And I'm going to roll it kind of tightly and then tuck the end under, like so. You can see it sort of looks like a rose. And then I'm going to put that into the teacup. And this is a smaller teacup, so it's not going to go in as well as maybe if I used a larger one. But now you can see you have a rose within your teacup. And this is good not just for Easter, but you could also use it for other spring holidays like Mother's Day or a spring tea that you might be having. So those are two that are relatively easy to do, that don't require any fancy napkin folding skills. The last idea I'm going to show you is to create some sort of nest for an ornament. You could use an egg again, or you could use a little decorative object. In this case I have a bunny. And this Doesn't require any fancy folding skills, but you do have to do a little bit more folding than you did for the other ones that I showed you. So what you're going to do is open up your napkin with the wrong side facing up, and you're going to start taking the corners in towards the middle of the napkin like this, so that you create a diamond shape. And then you're going to do one more where you fold the next set of corners in again, like so. And then you are going to flip this over so that now you have your square, and then you're going to fold the corners in one more time, like so. And you'll see this time it sort of puffs up the napkin, and you can help it along by opening up these sections of the napkin. Now this one wants to unfold a little bit, but once you place your object in the center, it should stay in place just fine. So you see I've created a little nest for my egg, or I can put the bunny. Can see that. Put the bunny sitting on the napkin. Or I could even take my cup and saucer that I had earlier and set it in there if I wanted to. Other than it makes it kind of hard to use the napkin. So that's why I was thinking it might be nice to have this as kind of a little nest for an egg or some other decorative object, candy, that you could set in the center of your plate. So those are my 3 ideas for making festive Easter napkins without needing to go out and buy special napkin rings just for the season. Thank you all for joining me today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you'll consider hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks again for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye-bye.